Hey guys, I'm here with Andrew Cumpston from Pillar to Post. Andrew, thanks for spending time with us today.
Thanks for having me.
I know you're busy. It's mid-January 2024 and it's raining, it's storming. I'm sure you're getting a lot of calls about inspections and coming out to the property to make sure it doesn't wash away.
Yeah, everyone's keeping us busy, but I saw that river back behind your office and that thing is low.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So what's great about what you do is you help give people peace of mind that they're making good financial decisions and buying their largest asset that they'll probably ever own, which is their home, right?
Yeah.
People don't understand how important it is to get things reviewed and looked at up front before you buy something. In life, it's a lot harder to get out of something than it is to get into it. So spending that extra time up front is so critical to making sure you're making a good decision.
Yeah, and I like to say we ensure confident home ownership. The foundation of a family is the home. I mean, you always remember your childhood home, the routines you had growing up, and we just got to make sure that you're comfortable moving forward with that decision and just ensuring the best product we can give you.
That's cool. So when you go out to a property, do you have a checklist you use, or are you just kind of free flowing through it to look at it? Because I know every property is unique, right? You could be going to a 2-story home or a yurt, for example. I don't know, all kinds of properties. So do you use the same approach every time?
Essentially, yeah. We like to say it's top down. We're getting up on the roof first thing. We're kind of noticing if there's any issues that maybe need to be further investigated. Then once we go into the exterior of the property, then the interior, attic, crawl space, generally in that order. And we always like to say that the home inspection is kind of like a puzzle. You're just putting all the pieces together. It may not be apparent to you at the very beginning of the inspection, but once you start putting pieces together, then you can see the flow of how the home works and identify some issues that might go otherwise unnoticed.
Gotcha. And where we are, we're in Santa Cruz County in Monterey County, which has a lot of unique utilities, right? So you could have septic and propane, you could have solar and public utilities, you could have all kinds of different systems. So when someone has a septic, for example, is that approach different than public utilities?
So yes and no. Now we do sub out the septic to another company. So we don't dive too much into that, but we are checking the overall drain waste and venting system. But you do have to, like I said, just because we sub that out, we do have to understand the basics of it and how everything flows and works. So, we dive in, try to give you as much information as possible.
And it's pretty crazy to think about our county also, or even Monterey County, that the regulations might be different too, right? You may have different zoning or different ways that things can be hooked up or all that stuff. How do you keep track of all those things?
Google's an excellent tool. Essentially, yeah, we do have a big inspection Bible that we have different notes in there. All the iPads are linked together. So if there's ever a question, it's, hey, check the notes and my guys let me know if I need to add anything to it. Every home is different. Sometimes there's unique situations. And you know what? Other times I just call the county right then and there or the local municipality and get to the bottom of what I need to know.
That's cool. And you have a team right behind you. So you have Paige, the kick butt leader on the boots on the ground on the field, right?
Yeah, Paige, she handles everything on the backside, phone calls, marketing, Instagram, socials. She's great. Definitely wouldn't be where I'm at without her. And then, I'm in the field. I got 2 other guys in the field with me too. And we're just always trying to better ourselves and do the best job we can.
Awesome. And do you have any advice for current homeowners that aren't buying or selling? Is there something that you recommend they should do every year or whatever period of time you think?
Just don't overlook maintenance. Same thing as your car. You have to get an oil change, tire rotation, swap the brakes out, add, blinker fluid. Joke for those old dads like me. Same thing with the home. You have to paint every so often. Check underneath the sinks for leaks, check what the roof looks like. A home does have maintenance that is required, and just don't forget them.
Right on. Well, don't forget to call Pillar to Post because they're a great resource for us here in Monterey, Santa Cruz, San Benito, and parts of Santa Clara County, right?
Yep. Santa Cruz, San Benito, Monterey, Santa Clara, San Jose, South Bay, yeah.
Awesome. And how long does it take to get my report back? Is it something that I have to wait weeks and weeks for? If I'm in a time crunch and need something, what is that like?
We are finishing the report before we leave the property. We are doing email versions. We're printing out the report there on site, comes in a nice binder to help keep you organized. And we're trying to do everything. The technology's there. We're trying to take advantage of it.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time. Again, I think you probably got 18 orders since you've been on this podcast, but how do we get a hold of you guys? What's the best way?
Give us a phone call, 831-884-6160. Instagram, Pillar to Post Home Inspectors 831. On all the socials, it's the same. And just shoot us a text, email, whatnot. Yeah.
Awesome, Andrew. Well, thanks for being on. And there's a little bit more about knowing before you owe. Thanks for your time, and watch more to learn more. And again, reach out to Pillar to Post for peace of mind. Thanks for your time.